Hey everybody, Coach MJ here. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, can you believe 2017 is here already? I don't know, I can't. It seems to be going by so fast. The older you get, I think the faster time goes. But anyway, my name is Coach MJ Gasik. I am a professional triathlon coach. I have been coaching full-time since 2008. I'm USAT certified, Ironman U certified, and I have, in case you guys didn't know this, I have a USMS level 4 certification. There are only 25 of us in the country. So USMS is United States Master Swimming. Anyway, welcome. Thanks for hopping in on this very happy new year. Hey, Lara. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Louie. Dude, are you coming back to the pool? Hey, Tommy. Welcome. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks you guys so much for hopping in. My topic tonight is how to help you set and achieve your goals for 2017. This is a time, right? This is a time where everybody sets goals for the new year. But a lot of us don't know really how to do it or how to stick with them. That's why many goals go unaccomplished throughout the year. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Happy New Year again. I know, right, Jennifer? Like, it's been such a long day. Hey, Darlene. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, Dave. Happy New Year, Laura. We missed you this morning. We had such a great time at the Meatballs and Mimosa ride. So much fun. Hey, Chris. What's up? Welcome. All right, guys. So let me tell you real quick how you can win this journal. And this journal, I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. But this journal is one of the tools that you can use to help you reach your 2017 goals. Can you get one of these? All you got to do is share the video, but wait. It's not just about sharing. This time, when you share the video, I want you to write in that video just one of your goals for 2017. Okay? And I'm going to get to why I'm asking you to do that in a little bit. But so if you want to win, you want to be entered in the raffle to win this journal, you've got to share the video, and within that share post, write what one of your goals is for 2017. And I'll tell you why. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Tim. Hey, hi, Brad. What's up? All right. Let's get right into it. So the very first goal, the very first thing that your goal must do is motivate you. Anybody can just, it's like a Seinfeld episode. I know, I love Seinfeld. Anybody can just write a goal, okay? Right? Anybody can just take a reservation. But the goal has to motivate you. You have to have some reason for wanting that goal, some deep-rooted, passionate reason why you want it. And I think I talked about this before. You have to have why, okay? So it has to be something that motivates you, and that's different for everybody. So, you can listen to someone else's goal and be like, okay, whatever, who cares? But that goal is not for you. It's for them, and it needs to motivate them. Yes, that's my dog barking in the background. He must have to go out. He's going to have to wait. Okay, Darlene. Okay, Darlene, did you write your goal? Okay, within the share post, that's what you have to do. So that's number one. Number two, the goal needs to be a SMART goal. Okay, SMART. Let me just kind of break that acronym down for you. Number one, it needs to be specific. So to sit there and say, hey, I'm just going to do a half Ironman this year, or I'm going to do a 5K this year, that's not specific. That's not specific enough. You need to write down maybe when you're going to do it. Maybe give it a time goal. Give it some reason. Give it more specificity. What exactly you want. Hey, Aaron, welcome. What? No football for you? Hey, Valerie, thank you for sharing. Okay, so it needs to be clearly defined. You need to get as specific as you can on that goal if you want to make it stick. I'm going to punch that dog. No, I'm really not. I love that dog. Come here. All right, number two, it needs to be measurable. So that goes back to the time. Just to say, hey, I want to lose weight. That's so, okay, what, 1 pound, 10 pounds, 20 pounds? What exactly is it? It needs to be measurable. You need to give it a little more exact parameters so that to help you stick with it and focus on it and motivate yourself to do it. So be as specific and make it as measurable as you can. Hey, Cole, you want to get on video? Come here. He thinks I'm ignoring him. I'm not ignoring him. Here he comes. Let's see if I can get him in the video. Here, bug. Hi. Hi. Ow. Okay, now he's just laying down. Okay, as long as he's not barking. Sorry, guys. Okay, specific and measurable. Attainable. You have to be realistic. Okay? Number one thing I hear people do or say to me, hey, I want to do my first Ironman this year. But they've never done a triathlon, ever. And they don't know how to swim. And they don't own a bike. Probably not the goal for you. I mean, is it attainable? Maybe. But is that very realistic? Probably not. Your chances aren't great. If you don't know how to swim, you don't own a bike, you've never done a triathlon before, you're probably not going to get an Ironman done in the next 12 months. So you want to make sure that they're very realistic. And hey Jim, we love. Was he obnoxiously loud? I don't know how loud you can hear that barking. Hey Hannah, thank you guys so much for hopping in. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's attainable. Same thing with, let's just say that you're in corporate America and you want to get to vice president, but you are just at entry level and you've only worked for the company 6 months. Probably not going to make it to VP in the next year, right? So you want to make sure that it's something that's actually very doable. I mean, set your goals high, don't get me wrong. Go reach for the stars, but make sure that it's realistic and you're not just grabbing something out of thin air and you have no real reasons or no real action plan on how to do that, how to reach the goal. Debbie says, my goal is to run Fox Valley Marathon in September since I've run all of them so far. Debbie, that's a great goal. I love that goal. And I know you've done many marathons, so that's cool. But your goal needs to be more specific, okay? Going back to just to run a marathon, you've already done that. So what else about it? You want to do it injury-free? You want to do it relatively easy? You want to do it with friends? You want to make a PR? Put more behind that. That'd be awesome. Hey, Aaron. Oh, I'm glad you got the energy chews. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, dude, they told me that when I went to the, UPS, they said you were going to get them next day. Next day? To Wisconsin? That's kick-ass. Okay. Hey, Marianne. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. We're still on SMART. I'm on relevant. It needs to be aligned with your life. Okay. So let's just see, it has to fall into play with everything else that you're doing in your life and that goes along with it. So to pick a goal, let's see, for me, I'm having a hard time with it because I can't think outside my life at this point. Anyway, for me to go to corporate America and be able to get a VP job or a president job, you know what? I don't care. You could offer me a job. You could offer me a president of some corporate company, making a big salary. I don't care. It's not my goal. It's not what I want. I want to do my own thing. I want it to be related to triathlon and helping you guys be better. So someone could offer that to me. That could be one of my goals, but why would I even try to reach that if it's not in line with everything else that I put into place in my life? So is it fair to say only finish a half Ironman? Lilia, for you at this point, I want Kevin's $50. Okay, Jim. I hope Kevin's on here. Lilia, yes, because it's your first one. To say that you want to finish your first half Ironman, and I know you already have the date for it, yes, that's very specific. If you just said, I want to finish a half Ironman this year, and you had no race picked out, and you weren't even looking at what races were out there or what fit into your schedule, then I would say you need to put more parameters behind it. But I already know which half Ironman you're entered in, and to finish your first one, whether that be triathlon, half Ironman, to just finish is a very good goal. But I think I'd back that up with like that might be your C goal. I might back that up with a B and A goal, right? So like to finish would be what I wanted. Number that'd be the C goal. Number B goal might be to finish injury free and feeling great, and then the A goal might be to finish in XYZ amount of time, or to finish the swim in XYZ amount of time. And then finish the race altogether. But you can add more to that. You can have an ABC goal. I think I've talked about that before. I want to run feeling well trained since I walked it this year and was sick. Yeah, you know what, Debbie, that's a good one then. See, you had more. You had more to that goal than to just do it. You had more. That's awesome. You want to do a few rides, no clue what you need. Debbie, talk to me. I'm your friend. I'm here for you, girl. Awesome. Got it. Cool, Lilia. I'm super pumped for you. And the T, it needs to be time bound. So again, you guys, I want to do a half Ironman this year. Okay, when? Or to do a half Ironman. Let's say that. Because you could say I want to do a half Ironman. I want to do a 5K by the end of 2017. You can say that. Then go pick your race. But you can also sit there and say, I want to do my first 5K this year. And then not put any dates behind it. And then it's not going to motivate you as much. Same thing with, okay, so like Dawn, if you're still on here, I want to do my first swim meet. Right? Well, we had a date. We knew which meet it was going to be. But you did it. Right? So we had those goals in mind. It was very, very specific. And then we nailed that down to which events you're going to do. I would like to run a half marathon per month for 2017. Oh my goodness, Darlene, that's tough. The races are only training runs for my long run. Okay, what happened to the half Ironman talk we had this morning, Darlene? Don't sell yourself short. You can do it. Yes. Cool. Very good. Okay. Number 3. This is important. And, oh my gosh, hold on. I have to announce last week's winner of the Camelback. And this is so funny. So what I do, guys, is out of everybody that shares the video or does the whatever I'm going to tell you to do to win the prize. So anybody that shared this last week was entered in a raffle. You know who won? Rita Marie. Rita, who was just here for Meatballs and Mimosa this morning, you were the raffle winner. If I had known that, if I had done this raffle just a few hours earlier, I would have given this to you this morning. So anyway, girl, PM me your address or come back to CT and ride with us. And you are now the proud owner of a Camelback insulated water bottle. Okay, so that's how you do that. Number 3, set it in writing. How cool is this? To be able to set your goals in writing. How are you going to win this? Go back to the beginning of the video. I told everybody, I gave specific instructions how you can be entered in the raffle for this. I'm going to give this away on live next week if you want to be entered in the raffle. But you guys, this book is so perfect. So like each day, it talks about what you're grateful for, what your goal is each specific day. And you can write that same goal day after day to kind of reinforce it and go after it. It talks about things you appreciate. It talks about your fitness, your food, your mood, things like that. It's got a little motivational quote. This is on each page. And then things that inspire you, so you can write little motivational quotes, or you can cut out and put pictures here. The whole book does this through the whole thing. Oh, and it gives little tips on the bottom of each left-hand page. But if you want to win this, go back to the beginning of the video, follow the instructions. You'll be entered in the raffle to win this journal. And you know what? Because you need to write your goals down. This is, I know it might sound silly. I have always, that's Cole hitting the tripod, sorry. Yeah, I have always written down my goals back as long as I can remember. Grade school it might be. I mean, I live for writing them down. And what's really cool is that I've done a ton of reading and research, and there is something very specific about writing down your goals. Not just thinking it in your head, not just saying it out loud, but also writing it down, committing to it, seeing it on paper. There's something about it. It's just like when I take a class, they can give me a handout and tell me, you don't need to write any notes because all the information is right on the handout. I take notes anyway because it's easier for me personally to retain the information if I actually am writing things about it. The same applies for a goal. The same applies for a goal. If you write it down, it's going to be more ingrained in your brain. It's going to mean more. It's going to take effect. It's going to sink in a little bit more. You're going to be more committed to it. So this will help you achieve that goal. All right. Hey, to the other MJ. What? MJ's in the house. MJ squared. How funny. Hey, Debbie, I can't. Congrats to Rita. Oh, I know, Rita, right. Hey, Janine. Oh, Janine, did you see my post? Oh, you did. Did you see my post about what happened to my thumb? Although I didn't, my thumbnail, I didn't lose it. But, oh my goodness, I thought I was gonna. No nail talk. Ha ha, Aaron, too late. Okay, number 4, create a plan. And I like to break my plans up. So think about it this way. All right. And I relate everything to triathlon because it's just what I've been doing for so long. Hey, Morgan. Let's just say your goal is, because I know there's a couple of you on here, to do a half Ironman in 2017. That's great. But you have to have steps in order to get there. And I know a couple of you are doing Muncie this year as your first half Ironman. I know it's in July. But you can't just do that and then, like, between now, January and July, say, okay, I'm going to do my first half Ironman, and have no steps in between. You want to create a plan how you're going to get there. So that's great that you want to do that half Ironman. But so what are the steps you're going to do, say, in January to get to that goal? And then I break it down even further. What are the steps you're going to do each day to get to that goal? And every single day, do something that takes you one step forward to that goal, no matter what that goal will be. And it doesn't have to be huge. I mean, every single day doesn't have to be, a 12-mile run. Every single day doesn't have to be, I need to swim like 2,000 yards in the pool. It doesn't have to be that. You break that down. Like right now, I wouldn't suggest you be swimming 2,000 yards in the pool if you're a brand new swimmer. You can't swim for more than, 10 minutes without being winded, and you haven't run more than, 3 miles. Don't be thinking about 12-mile runs right now. You don't need that anyway. But you graduate each month, and that's how you do it. So when you put all the pieces together, that makes your big plan. But break it down. So you got the 6-month plan, right? January to July. Let's just say it's December, 12-month plan, January to December. Then you break it down to each month. Each month, this is what I want to be. But then you break it down per week. Then you break it down per day. That's the best way to attack the goal. Because if you break it down in pieces, guys, it doesn't seem so formidable, so overwhelming. I just spoke with Darlene, hopefully you're still on here, about doing that first half Ironman. Don't think about, oh my God, I have to swim 1.2 miles all at one time. Well, yeah, on race day, that's not what you should be doing right now. So break it down. And so piece by piece, so you're doing building blocks to get from point A to point B, to get to that race, right? So you want to take them one step at a time. It's just, again, it's like stairs. Oh my God, I should have printed a picture of that. There's a picture, and I think I saw it on Facebook, and it's just a staircase, right? And it talks about that's how you reach your goals, one step at a time. Nobody goes from here to here overnight. They take steps, baby steps. Hey, Tanya, you have your January plan awesome on your fridge. Awesome. Hey, Jackie, is the Iron Fit plan? I have no idea, Morgan. I do not follow online plans. I don't follow book plans because I don't think that any one plan is good for everybody. I did it my very first Ironman, which I tanked, and I never have followed a quote-unquote structured, I follow a structured plan, but customized for me, whether it be using another coach to do it or whether I've built it myself, because plans online assume that everybody is equally talented at everything, and even if you go and get a plan that says this has a run emphasis, they don't know you and they don't know what your schedule's like and what your talents are and what your goals are. So yeah, I don't follow anything like that. That's why I became a coach, because none of those plans worked for me. Okay, I did that last night. Awesome, Lilia. That is so great. See, you're on track. You're on track. Awesome, Dawn. Okay, number 5, stay committed. This is the hard point, guys. And many of you on here, because you're athletes, because you're my people. Jim, if you're on here, I know you're gonna laugh because I said that. You're not the New Year's resolution people. All right, how many of us have gone to a gym in January and been like, okay, can't find a machine, can't find anything, parking lot's crowded, it's all these New Year's resolution people, blah, 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 crowding up the joint, and then by mid-February or March, the gym is back to normal. Because all those people jump on I'm going to set my goals for 2017 or New Year, whatever year it is, and they start out all gung-ho, and they do all this stuff, and they flock to the gym, and they try to do all these things, and then, within a few weeks or few months, they're gone, never to be heard from again. The gyms love it because they still collect your money, but you're not getting anything out of it, right? We all know that. Yes, Moses, thank you very much. I hate January at the gym. Yeah, you know what, Debbie? I have not had a gym membership. Like, seriously? I used to have like 3 of them all at one time. The Lifetime, the YMCA. There was one other one. I did them all 3 at the same time because I thought I needed all that. And the fact of the matter is the only thing I really needed like a true membership is a pool. because you can run on your own, have a treadmill, you can do weights on your own, just buy a few simple weights. You don't even have to invest that much money. Biking, I bought a trainer. You know, I didn't really use a gym. And then I did Lifetime because I was getting it free because I did Run Club. But like the gym membership, you don't have to have one. You can still, you suspend your account in January. Oh, laugh fab, right? Smart. Hey, Anna, welcome. But yeah, so you you need to stay committed. So how do you do that? This goes back to, again, putting it in writing, creating your plan. Take the baby steps and reward yourself for sticking with those baby steps. The cool thing about looking at reviewing your plan at the end of the year, if you write this stuff down, if you don't write it down, you don't remember where you started. You don't remember all the achievements you've made and how far that you've come. And I have to do this constantly with my athletes. There's a specific one on this video right now who knows what I'm talking about. But if you, it goes to swimming. If you couldn't swim 25 yards when you started swimming in March of 2016, and now all of a sudden now in January of 2017, you're already swimming 2,000 yards of workout, you competed in your first swim meet, and you're swimming regularly, you don't think that's a huge accomplishment? Now, if you had written, and you know who I'm talking about, if you're here, still on here, right? If you had written down each month or each week what you did in the pool, you would realize how far that you came, and you could have looked back on that, okay? And that's the cool thing about working out with a coach, is the coach can point that out to you. So this person came to our master swim, and that's how I could point it out. Does she have strength class? Who? Strength class in the studio? Yes, Debbie. I'm going to do Monday, Wednesdays, but not tomorrow because we have an FTP test. Right, Jennifer? See? You know I was talking about you. If you had written that down, then I think you realized that you already realized how far that you came, but a lot of people, I think, make these great strides and gains and then get frustrated because now they want the next step, but they don't realize how far they came from the first one. So reward yourself and be happy and be proud of it, because you did achieve a lot. I mean, that's huge what Jennifer did, for example. If you can look back and track a progress, okay, you can do this. I used to do it by charts. Hey Chris, hey Lil. Yeah, okay. So I used to do it by charts. So like an Excel. I should have printed Excel spreadsheet, right? So here's the dates on the bottom. Here's how long it takes you to swim 100 yards, whatever. And then you graph that chart, dates and times. And I used to keep it for an entire year. I did it when I started running because I was a terrible, terrible runner when I started, you guys. I mean, terrible. But by tracking down my progress, and every 5K I did, I would see, 20-second, 30-second improvement, and I would see an improvement, and I was like, I'm really getting it. And then if I go back now and look at what my very first 5K time was, I'm like, woohoo! Of course, and you make big gains. But looking at it all together as a piece, if you look at it day by day, it seems like, why am I doing this? You get really frustrated. You get down on yourself. But if you can write it down, write it down, keep track of your progress, and then look back over it together as a whole, you will see how far that you've come. It will give you more motivation. You'll realize how far you've come. You'll be proud of yourself. And it's a great way to set new goals. Okay? Jackie, last year I couldn't even swim 100 meters. Then after 2 months, you said, screw it and swim a mile. See what I'm talking about? So you did it. So you know how to do it. So you can apply this formula to any goal. It doesn't have to be just athletic. And I wanted to point that out because a lot of times people think everything I ever talk about is triathlon related, swim, bike, run, or triathlon related, but not everything is related to triathlon. The overcoming mental barriers also it's not entirely about athletic performance. It's about life in general. And I do believe that athletes, okay, my athletes in here give a woot woot, but I do believe athletes are more successful in life because we learn these things, because we have to do that in order to have good athletic performances. Right? So, and these are goals. Any questions that you guys have before I hop on off and enjoy the rest of my New Year's Day? Hey, Dawn, yep, right? So, I don't know. Athletes, when I was a recruiter, I was a technical recruiter for 17 years, and I recruited a lot of people right out of college. I would give a little bit of preference to people who swam, I shouldn't say swim, who were on an athletic team in school, whether it be high school or college, because I think you learn a lot doing that. I mean, it doesn't have to be swimming. It could have been, it was any athletic thing. That would always be one of my questions in the interview, because I love talking about it, but I also think they bring a little something extra than someone who has never been on a team before. Same thing with the military. Are you having the tri clinics again on Naperville? You mean, Jackie, you mean the open water one? Like at Centennial Beach? Yeah, we'll be doing that. If that's what you're talking about. I also do we do a transition clinic. I think it's in the end of May, like the weekend, like the week before Memorial Day, we'll do a transition clinic. Then we'll do typically two open water swim clinics to help everybody who's never done open water before get used to it. Yep, Jackie, we'll do it. Stay tuned. Hey, Hannah. Hannah, you don't have to be local to join TriRight. We still offer a lot of things for people who are not local. Lots of discounts, things like that. But thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the live videos. I hope they are helping you. And I hope you're all happy as spending your first New Year as a married couple. All right, Jackie. Well, cool. Thank you. I'm glad those helped you. We'll be doing those. Typically, Centennial Beach doesn't open until after Memorial Day, so the first and second week of June, and then the Esprit de Ski, which is the women's triathlon in Naperville, is the second weekend in June usually. Peerless Half, May 7th. Double check your dates, people. I thought you said May 1st. Hey, Charlene. Welcome. Welcome aboard. All right. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you want to win this journal, which will help you set it in writing, right, to achieve your goals, go back to the beginning of the video, follow the directions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back on next Sunday night, 7 p.m. I have a couple ideas of what the topic is going to be, so I haven't decided yet, so I'm not going to make a formal announcement. Hey, Tracy. Tracy, I sent you an email. Please take a look at it. You've probably been, like, not working at all. Rita. I know, Rita. Can you believe that? I'm like, oh, man, girl, I was just here this morning. Learned a lot from my transition clinic. Thank you so much, Darlene. I'm glad. Yeah, I teach a lot of things. Even if you're an experienced triathlete, you're going to learn something, right? And even if you get free practice. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Louie. See you at the pool. You're still in Lamont, right? Come see us. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and keep commenting. I do go back and read all the comments from the videos for days and days and days after. Same thing, if you want to win this, you don't have to do it tonight, but you do have to do it within the next 5 days, what I told you to do at the beginning of the video. You have to do it in the next 5 days to enter the raffle, and then I will pick the winner right before. I pick it typically like an hour before I come on live next Sunday night. But if there are specific things that you want to learn about or questions that you have, go ahead and put in the comments below. Like I said, I go back and read them. Thank you guys all for hopping in. Thanks so much. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you next week.